What is up, and welcome back to my channel. You already know what it is. It's your girl Candace Gabrielle. You could call me Candy G. And on this channel I do lifestyle content, so whatever I do in my life, I show up, I show out, and I show you. If you want to be a part of the Candy Gang, all you gotta do is click subscribe and turn on those post notification bells because you don't want to miss a video. Today, as you guys can see from the title, we are continuing the series. Okay, we got a story time here for you guys today. If you guys did not see the last story time, you need to go watch that so that you can be caught up into this story time. But y'all, when I tell y'all the tea, okay, the tea is piping hot. The tea is piping hot. Let me tell y'all, Mildred pretty much finds out that I feel some type of way about her demonizing me and her comments towards me through the sisterhood group. The founder of the sisterhood group, she ends up posting pretty much everything I said, and Mildred goes to her Instagram and she says that she went to the page to find understanding, but then she basically seen how I pretty much felt, and I forgot what she said pretty much, but it basically she was gonna fall back. That's what her little Instagram little subliminal said, right? So I don't remember if I unfollowed her and she unfollowed me. Like, I don't know who unfollowed who first. Pretty much we unfollowed each other. When I ended up leaving the dollhouse for a little while, I started to just do hair from home. I started to do the clients that I did have. I think I probably had around like 3, maybe 4 clients at the time. So I would just do house calls. Like, I would go to their house and do their hair. So that was another thing. She used to always make these weird remarks talking about I would never go to somebody's house to do their hair, and when I could go to a salon, y'all could come to a salon and get y'all hair done. And I'm like, that's cool and dandy, but I go to their house, I get paid extra, and I get to keep the 40% that this lady is taking from me in the salon. So I mean, if I'm really weighing my options, going to their house sound a little better, and it's building up my business versus building up the dollhouse business. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. Like, we were best friends, y'all. So it's some best friends that, like, y'all kind of don't even apologize for stuff. Y'all kind of just, like, over time, you guys come back together and y'all start talking again or whatever. It's like y'all not really like friends, but y'all more like family. Like, that's kind of how it felt. And even like, y'all, I really used to call Mildred my mother and she used to call me her daughter. Like, that's the relationship we had. Like, we were very, very tight. So pretty much Mildred ends up moving into her own suite. She lets me know that, hey, I'm in my own suite. She asks me if I can come and I can help her, like, be her assistant, because like she knew that I was at home, I wasn't really doing much, I had my business, and I didn't really have many clients, and I didn't want to work in the dollhouse. And I always had periods where I'll go back and forth in the dollhouse, and we can do some story times about the dollhouse because y'all, that dollhouse is crazy. She tells me she got her own suite. She wants me to come and help her. So when I come, y'all, Mildred not in here by herself. No, she not. No, she not. But guess who is in the suite with her? 27 piece. 27 piece is working in the suite with Mildred, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I didn't really care. Like, I kind of hints, like, you know what I'm saying, like, she's doing this because back at the dollhouse too, Mildred was about to move out of her apartment, and when Mildred moved out of her apartment, Mildred ended up moving in with 27 piece. I don't have no problem with 27 piece for real. I just always felt like she never liked me, she don't like me, and she never probably will like me. Honestly speaking, like, 27 piece will mug the fuck out of me unless Mildred was there. Like, if Mildred wasn't present, she would just be looking at me like, but 27 piece will always tell me and Mildred, like, when we dress up, like, she would tell me, I'm not gonna lie, she would tell me, you should start wearing more stuff like that. Like, 27 piece, her style was like real tight fitted, real cute clothes, things of that sort. Like, she loved that shit, and she just felt like, you know, me and Mildred should wear it more, because me and Mildred was more like, oh, we're wearing baggy clothes, sweatpants. Like, we really didn't care about our aesthetics that much, if that makes sense. So pretty much that's the only time she really talked to me, is if she liked something I got on, she'd be like, oh, it looks nice, or something like that. Like, but that would be very, like, I can literally count on my hand how many times that's happened. Like, 27 piece probably only did that like 2, maybe 3 times, y'all. I lie to you not. Even then, I feel like Mildred was standing right there when it was said. She would only be around Mildred when she said it, but any other time when it's just me and her, she would like. But it all makes sense in the end. Let's listen to the story now. Long story short, 27 piece and the dollhouse owner had their differences, and 27 piece couldn't work in the dollhouse anymore. So the least Mildred can do, because she living in her house, and she was only this gonna be important in the story, she was only paying the Wi-Fi. She was only paying for the Wi-Fi, and I believe like she needed to put in on groceries, or she had to put groceries in the house. It was something along those lines. The least you could do is let this girl work in here, because she don't got nowhere to work. This is me following Mildred's story, because remember, Mildred was my best friend, so this is kind of the story that I got first. But Mildred had told me that 27 piece just couldn't work no more, so she let her come and work in her suite. 27 piece story is basically that they were going into the suite together. They both decided that they wanted to get a suite, so this is why they went there. It makes sense, but it don't make sense. But let me get to why it kind of don't make sense, y'all. 27 piece, she didn't have like a big clientele, so she would probably have like 1 or 2 clients in a day, or like 1 or 2 clients for the week, and then you wouldn't see her for another 2 weeks, and then she'll come back around like the next week, and then like she would be there very irregularly, like very rarely. Basically, Mildred's story is she was trying to help 27 piece get the clients, and she was handing over clients to her, but the people just didn't want to go to her, because in Mildred's words, 27 piece can't do hair. So pretty much one day 27 piece isn't there, and I start getting the inside scoop of everything that's going on. Mind you, I'm thinking that they just friends. I'm honestly thinking that, oh, okay, since I've been gone and I haven't really been talking to Mildred since like COVID, since the whole demonized thing, y'all, I lie to you not, the demonized thing, I like, and then we started talking again. I noticed that Mildred, like 4th of July, Mildred was eating crabs and doing all of that on the grill and all of that with 27 piece. She will always be with 27 piece, but of course, because she lived in 27 piece house, and they would go out, they would do things together. So I was thinking that this was a nice little good friendship. Like, from the outside looking in, it just looked like, oh, okay, she found her a friend. She found her a friend more of her age as well, because me and Mildred, let me remind y'all, me and Mildred is 17 years apart. So Mildred is like in her 40s, and I'm maneuvering in my 20s, like in my early 20s at that. I met Mildred when I was 18. When I was 20, she made the statement about me being a demon, or whatever she wanted to say, or demonizing me. And then now I'm 21, so it was like, that was a big jump. Like, we didn't talk for a long time, so from the outside looking in, you know, I'm saying, oh, okay, that's cool, she got a new friend in this and that. So one day, me and Mildred is the only ones in there, and she's like,
girl, like, I don't want to share a suite with her.
So I'm like, why not? Like, what's going on? She said,
well, she already got a complaint about her music. She's always talking loud. Her client tried to fight somebody. I just don't want to be in here with her.
Then I find out that it's basically beef behind the fact that, again, y'all, I don't know 27 piece, so this is Mildred's story that I'm telling you guys of what she told me, okay? So, but I got both sides of the story, y'all, so we can be grown enough to piece this together, because this part was kind of like why I did what I did, so I have to explain this part of the story in order for the rest of the story to make sense. So anyways, Mildred basically tells me that
27 piece was on a housing program and her housing program is going to end. But in the same breath, she was like, she wants me to basically pay $500 in order for me to live with her starting next month, or I have to leave.
And she chose to leave. Now, then once 27 piece, like, let me tell y'all, once 27 piece was going ahead, and this is me in the future telling y'all, like, with knowing the whole story. So once 27 piece lost the program, she really wanted to keep the house, but she had to pay for the house if she wanted to keep the house. So I'm thinking that whatever the rent may have been, she just said, okay, if I have another grown person that's working in here, let me ask her to pay so that we can stay here and I can keep this house. And yeah, pretty much. Let me tell y'all how Mildred took it. Mildred basically sold the story to everybody, especially myself, that she was only trying to charge her $500 a month because that was the price of her portion of the booth rent. So she was like, she trying to get free booth rent, this and that and the third. I don't like it. But now that she's asking her to pay to live in her house, now Mildred is dogging her out, y'all, real bad. Like, Mildred was really like, yeah. And Mildred was pretty much like, yeah, her house dirty, her kids, she leave her kids by herself, her kids potty train themselves. Y'all, she going in on 27 piece. Like, she's dirty, she's disgusting, she's this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna go too much into her TT, but I'm just giving y'all, you know, like, examples of the things that she was saying. But mind you, Mildred will always whisper this, and she will always like say it to me. But if somebody else that works in the suites would come in her room, like, she would talk about it and she would tell them about it, and pretty much like I could see that a lot of people was taking Mildred's side with the whole thing, and I'm like, y'all don't really know neither one of them, so how y'all going to just sit here and try to pick sides? But that ain't my business. I'm just here listening in and stuff like that. But fast forward, it comes time for Mildred to get herself up out of 27 Pieces house. Once she basically is trying to get out of her house, she's still complaining to me about how she don't want to be in this suite with her, and she might go back to the dollhouse because she don't want to be in this suite with her because, like, she didn't like the tension and stuff, which was understandable. But at the same time, I mean, we don't always like who we work with, and the mature business route would have been to just work with her because y'all both came into this suite together. But let me tell y'all how sneaky Miss Mildred is now. Mildred asked me to come in and work for her again, so I'm like, okay. And at this time, Mildred was kind of giving me like $120, $130, y'all. Like, she was giving me good money to shampoo and blow dry for her. But y'all, it took a turn. But anyways, pretty much 27 Piece was there. I had just got there and I seen that 27 Piece has herself an assistant, and in my head, because I know everything that's going on and shit, I'm looking like, hold up, miss, like, when I tell y'all it was beef between these two, and for it to be beef and they literally work like this to each other, like one works here and one works here in this closed in ass room, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little much. But I still feel like if it was me, and I think that's because I have a good heart and I was raised right, if it was me, I would have still had a problem with her, and I would have talked to her about certain things. But after that, I wouldn't have called it quits just because this lady asked me to leave her house, because I don't want to pay to live there. Like, you gotta pay to live anywhere. But if y'all know, okay, I'm gonna give y'all the bills and all of that right now. Y'all know how I feel, okay? Y'all know I'm always a little chunky and stuff, but like, look at that, look at that, ooh, 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 look at that. Oh yes, okay, so y'all know. And in case y'all didn't know, I am a short female, okay? So I'm pretty short. I am 5'3", and Mildred is shorter than me. Mildred is, she's like she's either 5 even or 4'11", but she's really, really short, like short. And then Miss 27 piece, y'all, is a stallion. Like, I'm talking Miss 27 piece is tall, okay? And then you have, you know, her assistant, and her assistant, she's taller than me. She's not like tall. She's not as tall as 27 piece or me, but she's not as tall as 27 piece. Like, she's in the middle of me and 27 piece, of course, but she's a bigger lady, and I'm just gonna call her assistant. So pretty much, like, she did, and I'm looking like, why did you call me for this? Because she was also, like, you know, still ranting and raving about, like, the different things and stuff. And I'm like, and I didn't know it was as much tension as it was. And in the back of my head, y'all, I'm like, these are big bitches. We gon' need back up. Okay, back up. Okay, because this ain't gonna work. 27 piece, she don't waste no time. She go straight at it. She like, Mildred, where's my key? She said, I gave the kids your key. Like, but mind y'all, Mildred is whispering. So she like, Mildred, where's my key? She like, I gave the kids your key. Like, just like that. So then Mildred like, okay, hold up, because they told me that you didn't give them the key. And she like, yes, I did. So then Mildred, like, when I tell y'all, bro, when people mad at Mildred and people be on go, Mildred be so monotone until, like, she behind your back and then she big bad wolf, she gonna fuck something up. Like, that's her type. And I just be like, that's some real, like, if that's what you on, then be on that in front of them too. So pretty much, anyways, basically 27 piece called her kids, all three of the kids together and shit, and she pretty much like, yeah, so she said she gave y'all the key, and the kids like, no, she didn't. So she said, so, oh, I said her name, y'all, I said her name, but anyway, she like, Mildred, where is my key? She said,
I gave you your key.
So then Mildred goes ahead and steps out. I don't know what Mildred did before I went to go check on her, but I took a little time and I was braided down because I'm helping Mildred and shit. Mildred takes a million breaks to go smoke, you know, cigarettes. Like, she's a heavy cigarette smoker, so she taking a million breaks to go smoke cigarettes, and especially because she don't want to be in here with 27 piece, and 27 piece in here straight little girl of her ass. I wish she could do it again, baby. I gotta calm down, y'all. I gotta calm down, okay? And I wasn't enjoying it as much as I should have when it was happening, y'all. Oh my God, my head went everywhere. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Okay, we cool. Yo, I ain't enjoying it enough while it was happening. I'm sorry, I'm getting too hyped. Let me sit back down with y'all. But I tell y'all, 27 piece was on go, and Mildred ass was on mute. But every time 27 piece not here, Mildred got so much to say. I really started to look at Mildred real different. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really started to look at Mildred very, very different on a serious note, because she will always be on go, like on 10. Whenever it was something going on with me, she will always be on 10. She'll always want to take my phone and tell somebody off, and it wouldn't even be shit that I even wanted to say. It's shit that she said because she real slick at the mouth. But it's like, I don't know, like, she was just like, like, you can barely get her ass to talk and show some damn emotion and really tell her, like, girl, I don't got your motherfucking kid. Like, she couldn't even do that. Like, she was just like, I gave the kids your key. So y'all, I waited a couple of minutes, right? I go outside to talk to Mildred. Mind y'all, Mildred didn't tell me anything she was doing throughout this whole process, but I be talking ahead of myself. Anyways, I go out there and I'm just like, Mildred, you okay? And she like, yeah, I'm good, but she asked me for that key fob, and I'm not giving her that key fob because I paid $50 for it. The same key fob, she in there asking where it's at, and you telling her you ain't got it. But like, I get it, but y'all, honestly, I don't see. I've never been one to hold my tongue. Like, my tongue got come out when the person is right there. Like, I would have told 27 piece to her face. No matter how much of a stallion, how much this girl really gon' my ass up. No matter or how I feel she gonna fuck my ass up, because I ain't going down without a fight, okay? The one thing about it, two things for certain, and I ain't sneaking nothing over here, but y'all gonna find out while I threw that little bit of shade later in the series, y'all. Later in the series. Anyways, I would have told her, I would have been real about that. I would have really told her, like, girl, I paid for this key fob, and if you want the key fob, it's $50. If not, I'm going to either pawn it, I'm going to sell it, I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do with it. It's mine at this point. Get your locks changed, get this changed, get that changed, whatever. Do what you got to do, but that ain't coming back to you. We end up going back into the suites, and we just working on clients. So out of nowhere, I see Mildred's best friend's wife come in, and I was like, hey, she was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, come on, let's talk. So Mildred goes out to go talk to the best friend's wife. But y'all, I promise y'all, and I'm not about to be in here spilling all Mildred's tea, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. But honestly speaking, I feel bad for that lady. And not only do I feel bad for that lady, but like, Mildred really showed me, I don't care how long y'all known each other, I don't care how long this, that, and the third, and I now get it why a lot of females do not like their significant other to have female friends. Like, people so cruddy out here, like, it make no fucking sense. Like, I would never. And Mildred confirmed that she put the seal on the deal with that one. So I'm like, okay. So y'all, mind y'all, I'm finishing half a hairstyle. Mildred charges out of the ass for her hairstyle. So I know the hairstyle that I did in the girl hair, Mildred charged at least $95 to $100 for, right? So I end up finishing the hairstyle, plus I'm still shampooing and blow drying her clients and braiding down braids, y'all, doing the whole 9 damn yards. Like, that's literally most of the work. Like, the assistants really do most of the work, but it shouldn't matter to the assistants, because they should be getting paid they should be getting paid over $100 at least if you got them helping you on 5 clients in a day, like, honestly speaking. So anyways, pretty much Mildred leaves. I don't know where Mildred's going. She just goes out, and I'm thinking she's gonna go talk to the friend. So that's when I start hearing 27 piece side of the story more so. 27 piece then talks about, like, she really wants to keep this house, but she got to pay this much amount of money. I forgot how much it was, but I'm not gonna spill all her tea. But anyways, like, she was saying it cost this amount of money. So then I understood, okay, that's why you want, you know. Then she was like, hey Candace, you need to watch out, okay, because Mildred been telling me all your tea. She said she been showing me your Instagram. She been talking about why she starting to dance like that. She never was doing this before. She dancing like that, and she doing this, and she doing that, and this, that, and the third, and yaka. Like, she going in, and she's like, yeah, and she told me this too, and she told me that you this too, and this too. Like, y'all, I'm talking like she showing this girl my Instagram. She told this girl I was in a cult. She told this girl that I was trying to be like the founder of the sisterhood group, when y'all, we in the sisterhood group, we were literally, half of us was doing all the same things because we had the same interests. Like, that's when you get in sisterhood groups, y'all find the same, y'all pick up habits, and then find you know, find yourselves doing the same exact things in a day and having the same habits. That's the whole point of the sisterhood group, a positive one anyway. But she telling her all of this and all of that, and she basically went in on my tea. She went in on my tea, y'all, real bad. And pretty much she was like, watch out, because she talk about you to me. When I have a friend, like, and I'm really their friend, and because they're really doing me right, you feel what I'm saying? Because I don't just be fake to people just cause. But basically, I literally, our disagreements and stuff, I'm not going to go to somebody else and tell them what I don't like about my friend. I'm going to talk to my friend about that. So pretty much, like, if I'm not going to talk to Mildred about that, my bad y'all if y'all hear that, I be cracking my elbow because it hurt. But if I'm not going to talk to Mildred about it, I'll either talk to my mother about it, or I won't talk about it at all. Mind y'all, Mama Pam don't like her and never liked her since my 21st birthday and I was trying to get my license and all of that. She ain't like her ass. And when I was supposed to get my license and she told me she was gonna be my model and didn't show up, she was through with her. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So she's telling me how Mildred is so dirty. She's telling me how Mildred left a Mildred cup in the room. She don't clean up after herself. She had to tell her that she need to clean up after herself. She basically telling me how Mildred pretty much like even try to help out with the kids. And I'm like I get Mildred's side when I tell y'all what Mildred pretty much said about it, but like I get Mildred's side about not helping out with the kids, but at the same time me thinking like logically this lady is letting you live here for free. Like the least you can do is like guide her kids and not have her kids just out there fending for themselves and then come and talk shit about her kids and talk about how they wash themselves and they do other like talking about how bad of a parent that 27 piece was. Like basically instead of doing that, you could have helped out because you were staying in that household. Like if you're not going to fix a problem, don't talk about it. You feel me? So pretty much anyways, y'all, she's just running down the story. She was telling me how Mildred is never in there. If she were her man, she never in there, but as soon as they break up, she in there all the time, every day, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, wow. So both of y'all going to be just spilling each other tea. Okay, but mind y'all, up until 27 piece and Mildred started beefing, 27 piece never really talked to me about Mildred. But I mean, or at all for that rather. She never talked to me about anything. Like she would just. So I did find it pretty weird, but then I was just like kind of hurt because I'm like, damn, well, my best friend of 2 years or 3 years at this time, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, my best friend of 3 years is basically talking shit about me to this girl who I already articulated to my best friend that I think she didn't like me. So why would you be spilling my tea, showing her my shit if I already told you I think she don't like me? Like it's giving weird. Like even if y'all gonna be friends, don't talk about me. A good amount of time go by and 27 piece is yelling this stuff. Like she's not quiet like Mildred. She's yelling this stuff so everybody in the suites heard her. Everybody pretty much heard what 27 piece had to say without 27 piece telling everybody like Mildred did. So pretty much she asked me like, Candace, where's Mildred? And I was like, I don't know. So then after that, Mildred comes back with the police. Mildred, y'all, I'm sorry, this is some real weak shit to me, but Mildred files a peace order on 27 piece over all of this that's going on. So she then, y'all, one thing about me, and Mildred knew this, and she really put me in an uncomfortable situation when she did this. Mildred real live asked me to go to help him serve the papers or go and show him who it was, or it was something like that. Basically she was getting served with papers, but I had to go and show him which room it was that he was serving the papers to, and I was so uncomfortable and I was like, I don't want to do that, and she was saying that she couldn't do it. So I was like, whatever, let's get this over with, because I just told this girl that I didn't know what you was going to do. You basically making me go and help serve this girl papers. I ended up showing him who it is, and at this time 27 pieces just like, she's just going off and she's going harder, she's going loud at this point. When you know Mildred told me that she'd be right back, she's just like,
you open your house to people and this is what they do. She don't go on no vacation, she don't go out, she don't do nothing, she don't got no life. All she do is make money and come and braid and this, that, and the third. That's all you do. You don't do nothing, this and that. You don't own nothing. How you over 35 years old and you don't have nothing in your name, this, that, and the third, but you making all this money, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da.
Like she really going in on her. She telling me how she dirty, she left a molded cup in there, she had to tell her a couple times about cleaning up after herself in her house, and she never there unless her boyfriend are together. When her and her boyfriend together and he wants to be with her, she goes with her boyfriend, but when he breaks up with her and she don't got nowhere to go, that's the only time that she at the house, and this, that, and so forth. 27 Piece gets served these papers for this peace order. Once 27 Piece gets served the papers for this peace order, she's now going off. Like, this is embarrassing. I guess, I can't remember if she was doing her minister. It was somebody at her church, but I can't remember if it was her minister or if it was the minister's daughter or whoever she was doing hair, and it was somebody from her church that she was doing when the police came in and served her papers. So she like, this is embarrassing. Why would you do this at my job? You giving me a peace order for what? She like, Candace, what did I say wrong? What did I do wrong? I just asked her for my keys, this and that and the third, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. So I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm not in this. I don't know. So pretty much then I'm still looking like, this some weak shit, Mildred. Like, you talk all this shit to go and file a peace order. I'm telling Kim, y'all, she'd take my phone and really text somebody and be like going on them. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you and this, that, and the third and da 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 da. Like, I don't really be trying to go back and forth with people. I don't really be arguing with people. I don't do that shit. Like, either it's here or it's like, we don't fuck with each other. Stay on my way, I stay out of yours. It is what it is. Like, that's me. So pretty much she'd take my phone and like tell people about themselves, and I would just be saying like, I know you didn't just say that, but Lord, yeah, she just said that. But anyways, but when it came to like confrontations, like in person, where somebody is coming at her ass, like in bad, like to the point where my non-confrontational ass would get a little heated and be like, who the fuck is you talking to, or blah, 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 or you know what I'm saying, like some shit like that, like she would be on mute. But anyways, let's get into it. She get the paper, she's so embarrassed, this and that and the third, blah 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 blah. So she just like, now I gotta go to court. Like, that's how she was too. That's exactly how 27 Piece was. I gotta go to court for this. Like, and I'm like, dang, like I feel bad. She's like,
I'm hurt, Candace, I'm real hurt, I'm hurt.
And I'm like, damn, like this is getting crazy. This is a lot going on, this and the third. Mildred, her Caucasian side did come out a little bit with that one, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even find another word to say. But yeah, it was wild. It was a little wild. But anyways, again, I go back again, y'all. I go back. I don't know, like this had to be like the next day or 2 days later, or it couldn't even been a week that had went by. Well, yeah, it could have been a week. It could have been a week that went by. I lied. But either it was like the next day, 2 days later, or the next week. But anyways, this was like not the same. It was just basically like a little time spread apart. So I come in and I'm about to help Mildred. So Mildred, I guess Mildred went out to go smoke a cigarette, or Mildred was in the bathroom, or she wasn't there yet. I don't know what was going on. But basically 27 Piece told me, Mildred done told this girl that I was in a cult and I'm trying to be like the founder of the sisterhood group. When if you in the sisterhood group and it's going somewhere, like y'all are on some positive stuff, y'all might build habits that are alike. So everybody in the group is pretty much doing the same thing with their day. Like that's pretty much how my sisterhood group, it wasn't my sisterhood group, but that's pretty much how the sisterhood group went. So basically, like from the outside looking in, it would look like all of us is trying to be like the founder, but really the whole gang is the founder would barely even be in the sisterhood group. Like it would literally be our ideas and things that we want to do and goals that we have, and then we make solutions and goals and we act on it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was kind of in. She showing her, she said that she was showing her my Instagram, y'all. Mildred is showing this girl my Instagram, talking about when she start dancing like that, why she on there dancing like that, this and that and the third, and then just spilling my tea to this girl that I already told Mildred I think she don't like me. So if you gonna be friends with somebody that I already articulated as my best friend, that I articulated that I think she don't like me, why the hell would you be spilling my tea to her like that? Like that was some real fake shit. So I'm just sitting there like, oh damn, like I do gotta bring this to Mildred's attention, because I was so hurt. Like yo, when I said I was hurt, I was hurt. So pretty much, and it was like the things that 27 Piece was saying, it had to be true, because 27 Piece didn't follow me on Instagram. She didn't know my Instagram name. She didn't, like, we wasn't each other's cup of tea, pretty much. 27 Piece ended up telling me what happened through the court date. So when they ended up going to court, the judge threw out the peace order because he was like, it was stupid, y'all. It was stupid. It was no reason to get a peace order. But he was saying that it just seems like what was it? It just seemed like a friendship that is ending, a friendship gone wrong, this, that, and the third. He told her to have he told Mildred to have her stuff up out of 27 Piece's house. He told Mildred and 27 Piece that he can't do nothing about the suite because they have to talk to the owners of the suite. So 27 Piece is basically telling me all of this, and 27 Piece is basically telling me to watch out. Mind you, 27 Piece now has her assistant, and then she has her friend. So she her friend was just basically saying like, yeah, like she was shaking her head, yeah, as if Mildred was talking about me in front of all three of these people. And Mildred was also telling me that all three of them go to 27 Piece house and hang out and stuff like that. So I knew that she had to be talking about me in front of these people. Y'all feel what I'm saying? 27 Piece ends up leaving. Now me and Mildred are talking, and Mildred ends up telling me that she's just gonna put so much stuff, like at this point she doesn't know what's gonna go on with the suite. So she said she's gonna put so much stuff in the suite that she gets like she feels like she's like in a small box, and that she just leaves, and she's just gonna try to make it unbearable so that 27 Piece just leaves. So then that's when she was also having talks about basically going back to the dollhouse because she didn't want to be in there with 27 Piece. So she was basically like, maybe I should just leave her in here and go back to the dollhouse, and when she can't pay no more, basically go in. Because how Mildred was making this seem, 27 Piece was not making any money. She wasn't making any money, and she didn't have that big of a clientele, which means she wasn't going to be able to keep up with, you know, the whole booth rent by herself. So let's fast forward. It's another day, and I'm helping Mildred again. Like, y'all, Mildred should have put me on payroll or something, because I was always helping her when she was scared to be in there with 27 Piece. Let's be honest and keep it real. She did not need all of that help. It was not that many clients coming up in there for Mildred. Like, Mildred has a really good clientele. I'm not going to discredit her at all, but it wasn't given how much like she was asking me to come and help. Like, she just wanted somebody to talk to and vent to. Basically, she talked to the owners, and they told her that they sold her that suite, so if she don't want her in there no more, then she gotta go. You know, Mildred and 27 Piece, they going back and forth, like they arguing, they not good, they beefing. Mildred ends up sending the full booth rent because she wants 27 Piece to get out of the suite. 27 Piece ends up trying to cash out the owners of the salon, but he sends her money back and told her pretty much, I don't know what he told 27 Piece on her end, because I didn't hear that part from 27 Piece. Basically, I heard from Mildred that the owner of the suites called her and told her like, hey, I don't want to be getting two different cash apps. I'm working with you, and you are the person that has the suite. And she was saying that she might just go back to the dollhouse because she don't want to be in there with her. So he told her, it's your suite, I sold the suite to you, so if you don't want her in there, she gotta go. When the owner of the suite sent her money back and Mildred paid, Mildred basically texted 27 Piece and told her she gotta get out the suite, she gotta come and get her stuff, and this was the last week for her to work in there. So 27 Piece is like, what, where am I supposed to work? Why would you this, that, and the third? And she was also mad at the owners because it was like, how y'all gonna kick me out? We came in this suite together, and now y'all trying to tell me that I can't work in the suite. Like, I gotta leave because she has an issue with me, because she can't work in here with me. And I understood where 27 Piece was coming from, and I do feel for her. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely do. And 27 piece just ends up leaving, y'all. So at this point, y'all, it is time for me to confront Mildred about what 27 piece told me. And if y'all want to know what went down with that, and yes, y'all, I did hold my tongue until 27 piece left because I don't like confrontation, and I really just didn't know. It wasn't so much that 27 piece was there, but it was so much that, like, you are my best friend, so I couldn't even believe that she betrayed me like that. Like, you went and you was talking shit about me. Like, I could take it from another friend, but I couldn't take it from her. So if y'all want to know how it went when I confronted 27 piece about it, then you gotta subscribe and turn on those post notification bells. It will be in the next story time. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those post notification bells so you know every time I post. And don't forget to comment if you have any video requests, any questions, or if you just want to talk to me, because I be bored. But you already know it's your girl Candy G, and the place to be, so comment down below and I get to you for sure. I love you guys so much, and without a doubt, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.